Social media and the online world in general, with South Africans discussing several hot topics. SABC digital news producer Lebo Tshangela tells us more.
It's been a busy week online, with many issues being highlighted. The arrival of international music icons Beyonce and Jay-Z ahead of the Global Citizens Concert had South Africans in a hype. This week we attended the Business of Truth Forum in Sandton. But first, let's look at the trending topics on social media.
The state capture inquiry got our undivided attention this week with intense testimony from people like Ramatlodi and Cheryl Carolus. Jimmy Manye's Mantashin left social media shaking its head as he couldn't decide which testimony he wanted to put forward. 16 days of activism makes a massive impact, as many carried the hashtag Don't Look Away. Social media made it plain, though, that we need far more than 16 days to solve our gender violence issues. Malema has had a busy week as he laid charges against Pravin Gordhan and continues his tirade against the media. Banyana had the nation brimming with pride as they make it through to the finals. Steenhuisen's education continues to be a dominant story on social media, with the EFF's army taking shots at the politician. Pravin Gordhan himself takes a chunk of the media this week, and primarily due to that spat with Malema. SAA made a big impact as well, largely due to Cheryl Carolus' testimony at the state capture inquiry, but also due to the fact that they're getting yet another bailout. The tragic death of Lerato Kanye brought back our sadness for the death of both Lerato and WHP, and that put WHP back into the charts this week. Sentencing in the Parktown Boys story left many calling for a harsher sentence, as 23 years is not nearly enough for the atrocities experienced by the boys at the school.
Our website, sabcnews.com, had several readers interested in various news items. Two stories involving President Cyril Ramaphosa were popular on the website. One was about calls for the president to be impeached, and the other one was the new twist in the Bosasa Ramaphosa donation scandal. The article on WHP's son orphaned following his mother's passing brought traffic to our website. And the stories about Northern Cape women being the highest drinkers in South Africa and Dumim Gokstad winning the SABC Crown Gospel Awards Song of the Year received a lot of hits. The Business of Truth Forum took place in Johannesburg this week. The two-day event focuses on current trends, the latest developments in investigative journalism, the way digital information technologies are reshaping journalism, communication, and societal behavior in Africa and throughout the world.
How it came about was there was a U.S. consulate and U.S. embassy funded program that took some of the journalists on the African continent to the U.S. Earlier this year to learn from journalists over there. We then came back and built a network. So with this we are trying to say to the world that Africa is very much a part of the changes that are happening in the digital sphere, and African journalists are very much part of the conversations about the changes in the media.
Say social media tools limit journalists' creativity and have called on the media to embrace change.
While social networks have enabled all these creative tools and have invited a lot of people into creating without the old structure of, the corporate structure of journalism, it also is becoming a bit limiting in the sense that these are the tools being provided to you by the platforms, and that's all you have to work with. And so I think there's an interesting debate around the freedom of expression, but also the freedom of creative expression, and how much it is our job to stretch the limits of creativity.
I think we are in the golden age of media. I think we have the tools that we need to communicate better, to reach people better, to do these things at lower costs than we've ever had in our careers as journalists. So I think journalists here should embrace that opportunity, using the latest tools that are available and pushing forward in it.
That's a quick look at what people were saying and what were the highlights online this week. For SABC News in Johannesburg, I'm Lebo Tshangela.